Today, I only have 130,000 Vietnamese Dong, which is about 5 US dollars. Let's see what an ordinary day in Vietnam looks like with this budget. This isn't a challenge. I'm not trying to survive on $5. This is simply how I spend a normal day.
Chị cho em đĩa bánh cuốn. Một bánh cuốn với lại một trứng.
Bốn à?
Một.
Breakfast is one of the most important meals of the day in Vietnam. Every region has its own specialties, and even within the same city, you can find dozens of different breakfast dishes. For many Vietnamese people, breakfast isn't just about filling your stomach, it's a chance to slow down and enjoy a quiet moment before the day begins.
Lồng lên đi xe máy. Nó vào lời xếp đi.
And just like many Vietnamese people, I never skip my morning coffee.
Quay chơi quần mấy ngày lười ở nhà. Anh thử nhá. Ra anh ngồi. Uống chè không? Thôi chưa. Cho anh 20 thôi.
People here don't only drink coffee because of the taste, they come for the atmosphere. Friends meet on small sidewalks, sharing stories, talking about work, family, and everyday life. Sometimes they stay for hours, simply enjoying each other's company.
Đúng rồi, nó không đơn giản đâu. Quay rồi nó về nó cùng cắt ghép các kiểu. Đúng rồi.
Right now, I'm at the Dien Martyrs cemetery. This is the resting place of thousands of soldiers who gave their lives during the Battle of Dien Bien Phu. In Vietnam, we follow both the solar calendar and the lunar calendar. On the 1st and 15th day of each lunar month, many people visit temples, pagodas, or places like this to light incense. Some come to pray for peace and good fortune. Others simply come to remember those who came before us. Lunch in Vietnam is usually simple, affordable, and filling. For many people, it's just a short break before getting back to work. You don't need an expensive restaurant to enjoy a good meal here. Sometimes a small local restaurant serves the best food. Trong trạm chuyên nghiệp. Today, I chose a plate of fried rice with mixed toppings. It cost just $1.73. If you're visiting Vietnam for the first time, one thing might surprise you. Around noon, the streets become much quieter. Many people head home for lunch or take a short nap before returning to work. For a little while, the whole city seems to slow down. After a short afternoon nap, I always feel like the day begins again. I don't rush back to work. Instead, I make a cup of tea, read a few pages of a book, and spend some time taking care of my plants. Life moves so fast these days that sometimes we feel guilty for slowing down. But I've learned that these quiet moments are never wasted. They remind me to enjoy life instead of simply rushing through it. Maybe that's one of the reasons I love living here. By late afternoon, the weather becomes much more comfortable. The sun is no longer as intense and everyone starts coming outside. Children run and play. Older people enjoy slow walks. Friends gather along the riverside to chat after work. I love moments like this. Nobody seems to be in a hurry. For a little while, life simply slows down.
Ai bảo là cho thằng làng lắm.
This is also the time when many people stop by the market to buy fresh ingredients for dinner. Most Vietnamese families prefer cooking fresh meals at home instead of preparing food days in advance.
Bánh xôi bán nào anh? 15.000 ạ. Đây, em gửi. Xin.
Unless there's a special occasion, dinner in Vietnam is usually light and simple. People often eat earlier in the evening because it's easier to digest and helps them sleep better. Tonight, my dinner is just a warm bowl of bánh trôi. When I was younger, I thought happiness had to be something big. But as I get older, I realize happiness can be as simple as a quiet evening, a warm bowl of dessert, and a little time for myself. After about 8 o'clock, people usually choose one of two things. Some go for another walk, others go out for Trà Đá. In Vietnam, Trà Đá, which means iced tea, has become more than just a drink. When friends invite each other out, they often don't say, "Let's go hang out." They simply say, "Let's go for Trà Đá." It's really another way of saying, "Let's spend some time together."
Em ơi, em thì em có uống đường không?
Có về đã đến một thời gian cả nhà cả cửa.
5.000 thôi em ơi.
Một gói hướng dương nữa.
Rồi, chị cảm ơn nhé. Rất chị cảm ơn.
Maybe happiness isn't about having more. Maybe it's about appreciating what we already have. I'll see you again in another ordinary day here in Vietnam.